Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. I say the things on here that nobody dares say. Where's Kent, my mate? Hope you're well, Kent. Give me a ring or send me a text. Big shout out to Peter De Freitas. Hope you're well, Peter, and getting well. Porky's International will be back tonight at some point, so jump over there. And our sponsors will be pinned up in the comments section. Today we're joined by YEMI from London. How are you doing, YEMI? Are you all right, mate? I think you might need to unmute. Let's have a look. I'll send him a text message. Unmute.
Okay, what do you
Oh
want,
yeah. Oh
Porky?
yeah. Sorry, you're on. How are you doing, kid? All right? Are you okay? What's happening here, lad?
Yeah, okay, not here.
Can you hear me, mate? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on here?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Yeah,
Okay, I'll put my microphone in.
be
Okay,
a
no,
good
no,
idea. Be a good idea, lad, wouldn't it?
okay. Anyways, let's rock and roll. Ready when you are, pal.
Long time no see. How are you?
Yeah, it's been a good few years. It's been a good few years. I've had some interesting times on YouTube since, because you're my first guy. You're my first YouTuber. I actually had a video wave on my channel.
Yeah. Have you still got your channel?
Yeah, I have.
Give it a shout out. And what's your channel called?
Yeah, it's called Chatting Boxing with YEMI Babatunde.
Chatting boxing with Yemi Babatunde. Good man. Are
Yeah,
you to Tunde Ajayi?
no. I wish. No, we're the same tribe though. We're both Nigerian.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Uh, right. I don't know where to start really.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's been a long time.
Hey there, mate.
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was going to ask you what you thought about Misfits and fighters who are professionals and ex-professionals all trying to jump on the Misfits scene. What do you think to that, Yemi?
It's good and bad. So I guess it's good for the fighters, it's extra dough. Boxing is a hard sport to make a decent living off. So I guess it's a revenue stream for fighters to make money. For those who do make a good living whilst they're a pro. So it's good in that sense, but it's bad in that sense because it allows anybody to be a boxer. It doesn't give you can, as long as you got a big YouTube following, as long as you got like a couple million or a couple 100,000 subscribers, anyone can be a boxer. So it makes boxing less less serious for the mainstream because if Jake Paul can be a boxer, why can't you? So it discredits the sport in that way because there's less barriers to entry. All you have to do is just be popular on YouTube or have a big social media following. So anyone who has a follower can essentially box. So it's pros and cons to mixed fix and the whole influencer boxing realm.
Yeah, it's there's not as many barriers as there to get involved in Misfits. And do you think it's a safe sport? I mean, we could, in my opinion, we could end up with somebody on Misfits, somebody who's been an actor or somebody who's been on radio or a TV presenter, whatever. They could end up with somebody who can bang a bit and they could end up on slab. That's my opinion. And I think that's what'll stop all this in end somebody getting hurt. What's your thoughts on that, Yemi?
Yeah, definitely. There's those potential, especially novices entering who would never, lace a pair of gloves, entering this dangerous sport. Definitely could lead to a casualty. Absolutely. A high risk in that.
Yeah, yeah, I see where you're coming from. What do you think about Frotch and Darren Till? Do you think that'll happen, or do you think Frotch is just trolling them all for views?
Yeah, no. Big no say it coming about less than 10 million. If KSI wants to give for 10 million the fight the Scouse, then yeah, but Fox ain't fighting till less than 10 million.
Yeah.
He wants that money.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
just hype. We just hype. That's to get some more views on his channel to keep his name relevant.
Okay. Uh, the media at the moment. Me and Terry Chappendama, we think that the media at the moment are very weak. When anybody ever says anything detrimental about, especially Eddie Hills, the Iceman, 7-0, five by way of course. We have the same old people every time. Bombay Dave, Judge Jordan, Super Bean, the disappearing man Bellew, the guard, company man Barker. They all seem to come out and defend him no matter what's gone on, even if Eddie Hills is in the wrong. Do you think this has got to stop for the sport to move forward?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the media is very biased, especially to mainstream promoters. Like, because the thing is, everybody's afraid of getting access because if you offend, Eddie Hills or Big Top, you're not getting access to them, and they're the two biggest promoters in British boxing. And especially these people on social media, they want the followers, they want the views. About access to these people, not going to get their views, so that's why they keep it very hush hush PC, not asking the right questions because they want to get access to them, their fighters and their events.
Yeah. Okay. It just shows you, though, the power of the promoters at the moment. You can just sense it when they're being interviewed. The interviewers, they just seem to skirt around everything, don't they?
Yeah, definitely, it's extremely biased, extremely.
Mm.
Anything that that will make them feel comfortable, that will make them feel comfortable. They'll ask him, afraid of retribution. The old days when Umar asked Eddie the question he like. Umar was forced to by Big Coogan to be friends with Big Talk. Big Talk was more like he felt more at ease with Umar than Umar was with Eddie. So that's why 'cause that's why Eddie has his favorite. Eddie likes Bobby Parsons and Cougs. He don't like certain people interviewing him. So same Big Talk. Everybody has their favorites. Everybody has their favorite. No one wants to be around people who don't, feel uncomfortable. It's all about, being
Oh,
part in the circle, I guess, in a
okay.
circle.
Uh, Ben Shalom, he's managed to get a deal with BBC on BBC Two, and he's going to put It's Big Freeze against Jamie TKV for the British heavyweight title. Their next fight. What do you think to that?
Interesting. I have a mixed opinion. It's a good thing because on terrestrial TV, therefore, there's no extra cost to the viewer. However, think about it nowadays. Who watches BBC 102 apart from Strictly Come Dancing or maybe the news? No one watches those type of channels anymore. Everybody's on Netflix, YouTube, Amazon. He watches the BBC One, BBC Two. When do you watch BBC Two?
No, I
What do you
don't
watch?
know.
I don't. So he would watch boxing on maybe 20 years ago when people watched EastEnders and it had 20 million viewers per episode. But now he watches the type of channels nowadays. We'll see how it goes. Again, another issue with that channel is it only has 4 dates. As a fighter, how are you gonna make a name for yourself? You only fight 4 times. You want to make it maybe once, twice a year. That 4 fights is nothing. You need at least 10, 15, 20 fights a year. You want to build up your stable. So is that a really good deal when you're only having 4 dates a year and trying to compete with Fast Eddie and Eddie Hills and Brick Tops? So it's a mixed bag in my opinion. We see how it goes, but I can't see this being a game changer. Again, he watches BBC nowadays, and how you gonna build a stable? How you gonna build stars if your fighters only fight once or twice a year, if that, especially with Cummins prospect.
Yeah. Uh, I see where you're coming from. Max Kellerman. He keeps popping up every other day now for last week, talking Mayweather Crawford. Do you think it's just fantasy stuff, or do you think it possibly could happen that fight, Yemi?
I have rumors about this. If Mayweather, only if Uncle Turkey is willing to pay Mayweather 250 million, then or at least 200 million or 150 million, whatever he wants, then maybe. But I doubt it because Mayweather's only going to come back. the face at Crawford, and something like Crawford, the money's there.
Yeah,
I'm not sure Turkey will pay Mayweather that much to come out of retirement, but you never know.
he's going to want paying any Mayweather if he comes back because he could end up losing that fight, couldn't he?
Yeah, and lose his undefeated record, which you don't want to do. But that's the money's really, really, really good.
Yeah, yeah, I see where you're coming from with that one. Yeah. Okay. Derek Chisora, he says his
Oh yeah.
next fight is his 50th and it's his last, but he's said that for his last 12 fights. What do you think?
But here's the appointment though, because we're still waiting on an appointment. I doubt it. Unless, cause I think Giselle will only retire he wants to get at least a title shot against Usyk or for the vacant IBF title, because I think it's mandatory, or at least he's a mandatory number one, number two for IBF title shot. Because I doubt they'll get a big name for the 713 card, because it's under the Ultimate fight in Manchester, so that would be anyone big. So I doubt it. I think he'll fight again at least in 2026.
Okay. Well, they're looking at saying they're going to get Chisora out this year in Manchester, but it remains to be seen. Joe Joyce has just turned 40. He's coming back. Well, he's having another fight. He didn't really go anywhere, but do you think he's about done now, Joyce?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It's got a slur speech, you know. And I think his faculties are badly affected, especially when it does big Zan knockouts. And I think Joe Joyce is like, you know, it's a sad story. You know, I think he should have not fought Zhang and just got those title shots against Usyk, and you know, at least fight for a title instead of taking those Zhang fights. But you know, it's a shame because he's the one that gave Dubai his first loss, and it turned out Dubai's actually got a far better career.
Yeah. Okay. Joe Joyce, he fought Usyk in the WBSS tournament and got beat, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Do you think that Usyk would have beat him if they'd have fought?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. He was outboxed. And Usyk just too fast, too smart for Joyce.
Dylan White says that he's not finished and he's on a comeback trail. Do you think he's got anything to offer, Yemi?
No, no, just a gatekeeper. Unless he wants to become a gatekeeper for unless he wants a Chisora fight, maybe, or if if Dave Allen wants a rematch with and the Can Man, maybe, but nah, nothing other than gatekeeper.
Yeah, yeah, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. Jake Paul, what do you make of him? Yeah, mate, he's just come from nowhere. They've allowed him into the sport, and he's one of the top six power brokers in the sport now for attention and views and power and shows he puts on. And what do you think about him? He's got TV behind him.
He's a good businessman. Love him or hate him. He's a good businessman. He's managed to, make Katie Taylor and Amanda Man multi-millionaires. He did something that Eddie Hearn couldn't do, which is bring women's boxing to the mainstream. He's done a fantastic job. He's giving good purses to Savannah Marshall, um, Chantel Cameron, all these fighters, Terry Harper, all these fighters that probably wouldn't even make it a good living with Big Top and Facetti Hills. So he's done wonders with women's boxing. So I can't hate him from that. Is he good for the sport? Depend for business. He brings his YouTube following. For boxing, again, he makes boxing less credible because he gives like anyone can be a boxer as long as you've got good social media following. So it's one of those things. It's good for business, bad for the hardcores.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Uh, Fabio Wardley. He's going to fight Parker. I've got Wardley in this fight. I think he just ices Parker, me. But do you think that he's done very, very well to come from white collar to
Yeah,
be?
absolutely, yeah. Absolutely British Commonwealth champion. He's managed to fit Olympic a bronze Olympian in Fraser Clark. Absolutely, big face. Absolutely, he's done wonders for him, and it's only a few bob in a long way. You can't fault him. That. Even if he loses against Parker, he's still winning in life because I don't think any white collar boxers achieve what he's achieved. Become British Commonwealth champion, I know beat a good amateur in Justice Heaney, and actually become a name in heavyweight boxing and beat a Olympian, a bronze Olympian in Clark. So that definitely done wonders. He's a winner regardless of loses or his fight against Parker. Absolutely
He comes across well, I think, Wardley. Do you?
well spoken. Yeah, it's very clever. Well spoken.
Yeah, he's popular as well. They did a lot of tickets when he fought at Ipswich in Portman Road football, Ipswich football ground. Yeah,
He knows how to market himself. He knows how to market himself. He knows how to use his football. He also is a big fan of Ipswich. He's using his Ipswich connection to help boost his popularity. So he's very smart, marketer. Um,
yeah.
Wardley,
Okay.
absolutely.
Moses Itoma. I put a video out the other day, and obviously Ben Davison's now come out and said if they're offered the Usyk fight, he recommends they take it because it's a win-win. They'll get paid a lot of money. I mean, people are talking 25, 30 million. If he loses, well, it's against Usyk and he'll gain the experience and he can come again. But if you fight somebody in a 50-50 fight, in a top five guy for a couple of million, could get beat or whatever. Do you think it's a win-win if he fights Usyk?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As long as Usyk doesn't knock him out cold. Yeah, if he goes distance, Usyk's a win. If he knocks out cold, then maybe not so much. But gets good payday, world title shot. Yeah, he's a win-win. As long as he doesn't get knocked out, he's a win-win for the Talma.
Well, it's if he beats Usyk, he'll end up like Tiger Woods, won't he?
Yeah, definitely, definitely, absolutely. One of the youngest heavyweight champions in history. Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. Usyk saying he'll accept Jake Paul's offer to fight at MMA. Do you think that's just lip service and PR for views?
I don't know. I think it's serious. I think Usyk just wants an easy payday after a career, a like, hard career at cruiser heavyweight. It's undisputed three times. I just think he wants an easy payday. He just wants like Mayweather and Tyson Fury having easy paydays against YouTubers and MMA fight. He just wants an easy payday. So if Usyk wants to fight a Jake Paul MMA fight, then good luck to him. He deserves it. But I think if Jake Paul's serious, I think Usyk will take it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Are we going to see Frank Warren, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, or Eddie Hills on Carl Froch's YouTube channel, do you think, anytime soon?
Beating Meeks Nick Patchworth. It's going to happen next year or 2027? It will happen because there's too much money on the table. Turkey will pay Partridge what he wants. He'll, it's about money. Partridge will come out with time as long as he gets paid well. So it'll definitely happen. Even next year, 2027. It's definitely going to happen. It will happen. At Wembley. Definitely, even next year, year after.
So you see Joshua and Partridge fighting, do you?
Yeah, too much money on the table. Yes, too much money.
Yeah, but
Not
I
not
asked
cheap.
you if would you do you see them lot coming on Froch's channel? You know, Partridge, Bricktop, Hills, and Big Meech. Do you think they go on Froch's channel after he's been slaughtering him last 18 months?
No, 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 help, no.
Yeah.
The both poor people, no. No, no, no. Big Meat doesn't like. If you talk bad about him, he's not the person. He doesn't forgive. Neither does Tyson. You don't forgive easily if you talk bad about him.
Yeah,
Partridge. So.
yeah,
No, absolutely not.
yeah. Chantel Cameron's been upgraded yesterday via email to WBC World Champion. Katie Taylor's vacated. She's taking time out. At the moment in the UK, we have one English world champion, Nick Ball. But we're told boxing's booming. Where do you think the problem is? Because we had 13 world champions a couple of years back, didn't we?
Yeah, just the best are fighting the best now because Turkey's bringing money to the sport, so the best have to fight the best because that's where the money is with Turkey. So the ones who are not generally world level champions are getting found out. So. It is that time when it was 10, 20 years ago, the best weren't fighting the best. It was easy to avoid, the legit champions. If you're a belt holder under certain promoters, you could easily avoid your mandatories. But now Turkey's in the game. The fight, to get the big pay, Turkey wants you to fight the best. So, to change circumstances and, you know, the best are fighting the best now. So. There's that time in boxing. We can't really avoid. You want to make the big money, you have to sign Turkey, and Turkey wants you to fight, the best, division.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to go on to part two, mate?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers, mate. I'll see you on part two in a short second. All right. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Our sponsors link is pinned in the comment section. I look forward to seeing Yemi on part two. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Porky's Corner as well. Peace out.